Is this you? No, that is a wrong way of toothbrushing. Hey guys, I'm with Kingsley and this is my YouTube channel. In the previous video, I stated the importance of maintaining oral hygiene and the oral hygiene practices to look out for and keep. And I said toothbrushing is not enough. Talking about toothbrushing, there is a technique to brushing. What we do, the aggressive, it doesn't do much. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to go about it. There is a model I'll be using to illustrate toothbrushing and how to do it right. So first, your toothbrush should be medium bristles. When you run your fingers through it, it should move freely, it shouldn't be stiff and strong. And also when you place it on your gum and move it a bit, it shouldn't cause pain. And yes, of course, you wouldn't open it while you're at the supermarket. When you look at the body and it's written medium, that's a good to go. But sometimes some of the toothbrushes are written as medium or hard. So yeah, I look at the bristles, the arrangement of the bristles. If it's too compacted, it's likely a hard toothbrush. All right, then the toothpaste you should use should be a pea-sized amount of toothpaste. Now when you want to brush, you place your toothbrush at 45 degrees. Okay, so this is representing my teeth. Okay, so you place your toothbrush at 45 degrees and then you go in vertical sweeping motion. You get all the dirt out, starting from the gum. Can you see? What this is doing is massaging the gum as well as cleaning out the dirt on the teeth. Now, one thing with toothbrushing, force is not equivalent to perfect cleaning. It's not about the force, it's about the technique. Now, the same thing for the lower parts. You start from the gum and you brush up, brush it out. Take out all the dirt one at a time. You have 32 teeth in your mouth, and so you should spend at least 2 to 3 minutes, not more than 3 minutes, because we do not want overzealous toothbrushing, and not less than 2 minutes. Guys, take your time to clean your teeth. All right, then for the inside, now for the upper, you could start this way. Incline your toothbrush in this angle for the anterior part of the upper teeth, and then for the posterior, the same way you clean the outside, vertical strokes. Okay, same thing for the lower. Get the dirt out like this. You take your time, guys. Take your time. Mouthwater is not a joke, and you don't want to start having gum disease. Then for the grinding surface, you go this way. All right, your toothbrush should be flat on the surface, and you clean out gently. And when you're done, your tongue can store a lot of bacteria that could lead to mouth odor, and we do not want that. Okay, so get a tongue scraper or your toothbrush and gently clean out your tongue. You don't have to clean all the way backwards. No, just the anterior to third is sufficient to get it done rightly. Is this you? No, that is a wrong way of toothbrushing. Now, what that does to your teeth is, especially with a hard toothbrush, your gums begin to recede, your teeth begins to appear longer because your gums are going upwards for the up, or it's going downwards for the down. And also it can lead to what we call cervical abrasion. It's a kind of tooth wear where there is loss of tooth substance at the neck of the tooth, that's at the junction between the tooth and the gum. It can cause sensitivity. You won't be able to enjoy your beverages, your cold drinks, your fruit, and it can also lead to caries formation from that angle. Let's not also forget that it's aesthetically unpleasing. Unesthetically. Honestly. You get what I'm trying to say, right? After toothbrushing, you do not need to gargle with water. Just spit out and go about your day. Yes, you heard right. We need the fluoride in the toothpaste to remain on the surface of the tooth for as long as possible, for at least 30 minutes. The fluoride helps to prevent caries formation on the teeth. It makes the teeth stronger. It makes the resistance to acid dissolution that comes from bacterial action on refined sugars, carbonated foods and drinks that we take. It's important that you brush at night because when you are sleeping, your body defenses are sort of lowered and saliva secretion is not as much as when you're talking or when you're eating or when you are awake. So the bacteria culture within this period, and God save you, if you have refined sugars, food particles left in your mouth, these bacteria feast on them and they release acid that dissolves the tooth, leading to caries, can lead to gum diseases, etc. And this can be prevented by just brushing at night. Now we say when you brush in the morning, you brush for your neighbors, for your colleagues at work so that they don't, you understand? And when you brush at night, you brush for yourself because that is when you need it even more. Your toothbrushing is not complete if you haven't flossed. There are surfaces of the tooth that the bristles cannot get through. Let me show you. Now, you see these surfaces in between where the tooths meet each other, they are called interdental surface. The bristles in most cases don't get through and through, all right? And so this is where flossing comes into play. In a future video that I'll be airing, we'll be discussing flossing, the techniques and how to go about it. It's good to point out that toothbrush should not be shared between partners, between a mother and a child. We don't want the transfer of bacteria. And your toothbrush should not be used for more than 3 months. If you change your toothbrush every month, that's beautiful. Every 2 months, amazing. But anything more than 3 months, you're brushing with a dirty toothbrush and you're not cleaning your teeth. In fact, you're just exchanging bacteria between your teeth, the brush, your teeth, your brush, your brush. Also, your toothbrush should not be stored in an airtight container because most times it's wet with some micro particles of the bacteria that we brushed out from our mouth, and if tightly covered, it could culture, it could breed bacteria, and we don't want that. Also, do not store it close to your toilet sewage because of course the microbes can get stuck on the bristles. There are 2 types of toothbrushes. We have the manual and the electric. The manual toothbrush is what I just described, the technique. But for the electric, you just place the toothbrush on your teeth and press play and turn it on, and the bristles will move in circular motions. Just place it along your teeth as you move and it will clean out your teeth. Please note, mouthwashes do not replace toothbrushing at all. At all. Tell your aunties and your uncles, it does not replace toothbrushing. Toothbrushing is a requirement to have a very good oral hygiene. Use of mouthwash is an accessory. A requirement for me to come to work is wear my work uniform. Wearing jewelry is an accessory. Alright? That's the way it is with toothbrushing and mouthwash. Except recommended or prescribed by a dentist, you don't need to use mouthwashes regularly. Have you learned something today? Please drop your comments, your questions. I'll be attending to them in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the notification button so that you'll be among the first to get to see the videos as I drop them. And please do me a favor, share this video with your family, your friends, and even your enemies. Brushing is an art, and sorry, end the video.